Yep, I did it. If you want to know how I achieved this particular look, keep watching and find out. So I am going to finally do my installation of the 360 lace front wig of this little beauty right here. Well, not the head, but you know, the hair. So if you haven't got a chance to see that video, I will include the link in the description field so you can go back to that video and take a look at my my unboxing. Okay, so this is my hair now. I don't know how long it is. I have not bothered to check in terms of length, how long it's grown. But the reason why I want to install a lace front wig is because I want to be able to just pull my hair back and not have to worry about it for a little bit. Because I'm always putting product in there and I have not had the opportunity to color it because there are grays coming in through. Can't talk. What's new? So last night I did wash it. I did put in a leave-in conditioner, but I am going to go in there and do a light spritz just to kind of moisten up my hair. And then from there I'm going to put in a few other products of a leave-in conditioner. And the reason for that is because I don't want my hair to become dry. That's what happens. I'm using my son's leave-in conditioner spray. I want to put in some product where it's not going to dry out, but still be able to moisturize my own hair while oh my goodness, I can't talk again, while it's under the wig cap. So the next product that I'm going to use here is this particular one. It's from Garnier, Whole Blends Repairing Leave-In Miracle Nectar Honey Treasures. That's a long title. But anyways, I love this stuff. It smells amazing. So I'll just put a quarter size first and then blend it through. And again, I won't put too much, but just enough where it feels like it covered up the dry areas. Okay, so I went ahead and just finished putting in the product in my hair. So the next item that I'm going to use, or the next product for my hair, I'm going to use another leave-in treatment. It's by the product, or its product name is called When, but it is a Re-Moisture Intensive Hair Treatment. So what I'm going to use this for, not only as a treatment, but also to use it as kind of like my bonding balm or hair gel, so to speak, and put it in there so that it kind of lays my hair down flat. Okay, so I went ahead and finished putting the rest of that product into my hair. So now if you notice, it's a little bit more tamer versus what it initially did. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this particular brush, and I'm just going to section up my hair in two parts. Okay. And the reason for that is because I want to be able to lay my hair down flat, as good and as well as I possibly can. Does that make sense? Well and good? You know what I'm trying to say, right? So let's see. I want to make sure this part is straight as possible, but I know it's not going to be, but that's all right. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go through this a little bit more, and then we will come back. So I was able to pull up my hair, get it all up there. So what I end up doing is just parting it in the middle and then putting two little ponytails, yeah, two pigtails in the back of my head, and then just pulling my hair up and then stuffing it underneath the wig cap. I initially was going to do two pigtails and braid them and then just flip them up here and put it down with hair hair clips just to keep the hair in place, but I couldn't find them. So this is good enough. So I know I pull the wig cap way down here, and that's perfectly fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. So as long as the hair is in here, then I should be good. So the product that I'm going to use to keep the hair down is got to be glued. I'm sure some of you guys have already used this product or heard of this product, but a lot of people who actually use or install lace frontal wigs, they do use this product. it isn't the only one to use, but it is one product that you can use, and it is something that I do have on hand, so might as well. So what I'm going to do is spray it all up here. And the reason for that is because I want it to stick. Now, where I'm spraying doesn't necessarily mean that's where the wig is going to go. I just want to have a good foundation as to where this hair is going to lay and have a good base. So let me go ahead and finish this, and then we'll come back. So I went ahead and sprayed all of the product down. Got to be glue hairspray. So now what I'm going to go in is with a blow dryer and blow this dry up. That doesn't make no sense. I'm going to get this down to a point where it's nice and firm, where it doesn't look like the lace is going to go anywhere. So let me go ahead and finish that so the spray doesn't seep down, because it's already starting to do that. So let me go ahead and finish that, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I was able to go ahead and get it laid down with the Got to Be Glued hairspray. So all of this is dry. There's just a little slight tackiness on the side over here, but that's perfectly fine, because what I'm going to end up doing now is that I'm going to poke a hole right here and right here, and then put the lace over my ear, and then I will just eventually just trim this up on both sides. So we'll go ahead and just do that. Obviously, you want to be extremely careful. There you go, see? And then just slightly just cut away and just put it over your ear. So, and that should hold down the side of the hair that's over here. So I got one piece of strand of hair, and that's fine. It's not no big deal, but at least that covers that. So then what I now will end up doing is finishing this opposite side, spray a little bit more Got to Be Glued, and then we'll go from there by trimming the front pieces off. So what I'm going to go now, and hopefully you guys can take this, you can see, because I did move up the camera. I'm going to cut this, and the reason for it, because I want to be able to start to cut around the perimeter, the base of my hairline. Now, see if I can do this with looking into the monitor, but then not messing anything up. Okay, there you go. So now what I'll do is continue around the perimeter. Okay, so I went ahead and placed a mirror in front of me, so hopefully you guys can be able to see, so without messing anything up. So I'm just going to go around the hairline. Now, you may have to pull up a little bit, and that's perfectly fine, and that's just because that's where the hair or the glue stuck to the front of your head. So what you want to do is just go ahead and continue all the way around, and then once that is done, then we'll go to the next step. Okay, so I was able to finish trimming up the sides. Now, of course, it looks pretty crazy right about now. So the next step is to go in with the actual Got to Be Glue styling gel. And the reason for that is that you're going to put just a very little bit around the base. So what we're going to do is create an illusion that it's melted into your hairline. So if you notice, what I'm doing is just I'm gradually just pulling that lace smoothly down. So when I do that, then it's going to be so smooth to the scalp that hopefully, if it comes out right, it goes so clearly and so well that it looks like it's a part of your hair in terms of the lace front wig. So let me go ahead and finish putting this around the perimeter of the hairline, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I was able to finish half of my hairline. So what I'm going to do now is go back in with the blow dryer, blow dry that area so that it stays smooth, and then I will start on this side. Able to go ahead and finish the perimeter, the front line of my hairline with the wig cap. Now it's as smooth as I can possibly get because I don't want to keep putting more product on that, and the reason for that is because I want to actually use that same glue as my bonding for my lace front wig that's going to stick to the wig cap itself. But because I want the wig cap to blend into like an actual scalp, I'm going to go in there and use a foundation powder, and I'm going to put that around. So what I'm using today is a MAC Studio Fix. The shade that I'm using is NC42. Now this is quite old. I don't know how long I've got this, but I barely used it. So, but it's still decent. So I'm going to go ahead and use a brush, and I'm just going to go into here. Don't worry about it being too much because the wig is going to cover it up. But again, the reason why I'm putting it is for the area that the wig does show through. It doesn't look too pale or nude with the wig cap. So I'm just going to put this all around here. Okay, so I went ahead and finished that. So let's go ahead and get the wig here. I have it on the floor. So let's just put it on, and then we will figure out how, if I'm just going to cut the front or cut it all together or cut the back and then cut the front. I don't know, like after I put it on. Okay, so I'm trying to get comfortable here. Okay. So now I gotta find where the center is. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start putting the glue on top of this area right here so that at least has a consistency of a tacking feel to it, so that at least it'll stick to the wig itself. Now I'm not putting the whole thing yet because I want to be able to finesse the wig around as to where it's going to go, where it's going to lay. So I'm going to go ahead and put some more here, right here, so at least it has a good grip to that area. Okay, so now let me go ahead and pull this down a little bit. So there you go. So I'm able to see where it lays. Now my natural hairline is coming right through. So once I start cutting away on this lace, my hair is going to be right there. So it's really nice. So I can clean up that baby hair that's stuck from, you know, being laid down from the got to be glue, and it should be able to kind of blend in with my own hair. So let me go ahead and apply the heat on this area. Okay, so I was able to get this side laid down just like this side. So again, it's still slightly tacky, so unfortunately there's going to be a slight movement. So then what you need to do, or what I'm going to do, is end up pulling it down just a little bit more, holding this in place. And now I'm going to get just a regular bandana, nothing fancy, and then what I'm going to do is just pull it down, get this taut, is that a word, taut? I don't know. And then tie it around the hairline as well, as tight as I possibly can. So this way I'll leave it on there for a few moments, and then to get it a more of a secure placement. So let me go ahead and get this on, and then we'll go from there. Wait. Okay. Here we go. I know how to put one of these on. I swear. Okay. I will be back, and then we'll figure this out together off camera. So this is as best as I can get this sucker on because it kept sliding off. So yeah, it looks real hood, real cholo, real chola realness. I just need some little thin eyebrows and, you know, and a little teardrop here. Looks like I'm ready to start in a fight in LA or something. You never know. Shoot. Well, I need some Vaselines and some razor blades and I'm good to go. You know? But anyways, let me go ahead and finish this. Keep this on for a few minutes and then we'll get back to trimming away the lace. Now, what I'm going to go do now is I'm going to go ahead and do this same exact thing that I did before. Now just cutting away the actual lace itself, but being careful not to cut my own hair that's still peeking through. And that's fine that it's peeking through, because I can end up just fixing that up by either pulling down the wig a little bit more and then just holding it down with the air dryer, or, you know, cleaning up these sides with the hair. My actual baby hair will kind of stick through, peek through. Now, the only areas that I've noticed that there are some issues is, again, it's my fault because I end up putting a little bit too much glue where the glue came through. So it's a little bit flaky, but again, I can go in there with some little bit soap and water and just clean that up. So let's go ahead and start cutting away this lace, and then we'll go from there. So I was able to trim away the lace, and this is the end result. I went ahead and cleaned it up on the sides where they had some extra glue. I did end up having to cut just a little bit more of the lace itself because there was parts that I noticed that there was still a little bit too much lace that was still peeking through. There actually is a part up here that has a little bit too much lace. I'm sorry, I can't remember which spot. I think it's right here. It has still a little bit more too much. It has a little bit too much. Can't talk. Still has slightly just a smidge left of the lace, but unfortunately, if I cut that, then you are going to see my hair that's underneath it because I did pull the wig cap, the wig back too much. I should have kept it a little bit more forward. However, next time around, if I reinstall this wig, what I'm going to end up doing is just taking it off, obviously, and then trimming up the areas that I need to. There wasn't any shedding. The only part that was shedding is the area where I actually did have to cut a little bit off of the wig itself, and that was on this side because for whatever reason it wasn't laying on top of or around the ear area. It just wouldn't. It just kept puckering up. This side lay perfectly fine. I'm sure if I could have easily taken the whole wig off and done the reprocess over, and I probably wouldn't have to take off that little piece, and it probably would have laid just perfectly fine. but I didn't want to deal with that hassle. But these are the sides. So this is one side. If you notice where, hopefully you can see where I cleaned it up. There are still some slight glue areas where I still need to clean it up just slightly, but it's nothing too extreme. Let's take a look. So if I clean it up, it's good. Those are my own real baby hairs right there. And then this is the opposite side. Now this side, I did need to work a little bit more. If you notice, you probably can see it right there where the wig cap is actually peeking through. Now what I should have done, I could, if I wanted, pull the actual wig back a little bit and clip away at that wig wig cap and just clean it up a little bit and just repaste it on where my actual baby hair would fall through. But I'm not going to worry about that right now, because for right now it's perfectly fine. I mean, for my furry, this has been a long process, so I'm obviously going to be cutting this video down. The hair is very nice and soft. Now, the only concern that I have, which not necessarily is for a concern for me, but it could be a concern for other individuals, is that the density. The density is 150. So I did pull up all the hair to the front. Now, if you're a person who likes a lot of hair, and a lot of thickness and fullness and all of that jazz, this may not be for you. You may want a 180. But for me, this is actually just perfect. I don't know how long this unit will last, because I don't know that if it starts to shed, if the density obviously, well, the density will start to kind of lessen and lessen in terms of the thickness. But other than that, it seems pretty good. I mean, what do you guys think for my very first time installing a lace front? Hit or miss, good, bad, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's pretty good. Let me get a fan here. I had the fan on earlier, and because it was getting hot with the blow dryer. Let's see. Do I get a Beyonce look? No. Oh well, I guess she just has special fans. I don't have a special fan. Clearly I don't. But yeah, this is my install. I don't know. But what do you guys think? Hit, miss, good, bad? Anyhow, I will definitely, as I mentioned before, put the link from my first unboxing slight review of this unit in the description field below, just in case if you're interested in this particular unit. I did buy it from Amazon. Yeah, I mean, I'm pleased with it. It's pretty nice. Again, this is 18 inches. No major, oh my goodness, I can talk. I know I can. No major issues. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's not too long after all my editing is completed. But until then, make sure you all brush your hair, no, brush your teeth, wash your culo, and subscribe. Bye now.